Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Frontline Network's broadcast of tonight's Wi-Fi's tournament of Gamekeys, a community-led tournament which will see the top 16 lucky players go through to win a whole host of games. But so far we have seen one semi-finalist go through. We saw Siberian go through in his semi-finals, and now we are seeing who is going to go through between Barton and OMGPOP over in the other semi-finals. Obviously, the winner of this is going to go over and fight Siberian in the grand finals. They're going to fight it out for a chance to win the biggest haul of games in any Company of Heroes event or tournament to date. Now, bringing the action here for Game 2 of this series between OMGPOP and Barton is going to be myself, Tommy, and Mr. Pounder. What's up, man?
What's up?
How did you enjoy the last game? It looked pretty brutal to me.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. I mean, I thought Barton was sort of going to swing something and, pull her out of his ass or something like that and actually, take it to town like he did yesterday. But he got pretty stomped. So, I don't know what we're going to expect with this game, but it's probably going to be pretty intense gameplay coming from him.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what he's going to do now as he plays the Axis, because we were briefly discussing it, myself and Fatal, earlier on, saying how he likes to go for these multiple Pioneer openings. Back in Vico, he favored the old 3-Pio opening, one of the very few top players to go for a 3-Pio opening, and now he seems to favor the 2-Pio opening, so he's always gone for one more than the status quo, so I'm interested to see how he works that. But we're both at the 10-second mark. Let's jump into this second game here. Starting at 10 seconds, we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'm going to be following OMGPOP, who is going with a conscript to open up with.
Yeah, we do have a double pile start here from Barton.
Double Pio start, yep, he likes going lots of Pios. I wonder if he's going to just try and rush a building again, because that's what he did last time. He just rushed straight for that frontal building, didn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, both players are rushing for the buildings.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
Well, it's
why.
because there was actually a thread on the forums which I thought was very aptly called the buildings of Co 2 to be like the trenches of Co 1, like the British trenches, because they're just impervious to small arms fire, virtually impervious to small arms fire.
Yeah, basically.
You can, no amount of flanking or shooting will really do any damage. You need a hard counter. You need a flamer or a mortar. Even a sniper isn't that effective because they don't always hit. They only have something like a 50% chance to hit units and buildings.
Yeah.
So buildings are
That's
very, very
interesting.
tough.
It's just interesting that's sort of the chosen place. I mean, I guess it's the shortest point between both players. But I almost think that the munitions point on the left would be a little bit more enticing.
Well, I think it's because he who controls this central munitions point really controls whether the base pin happens or not. If you hold this, then you're not going to get base pinned, and it leaves you in a good position to base pin your opponent. So it really does come down to that. Langret is a very cut-off-centric map, and I think both players are respecting that.
That's fairly true. It does seem to be a little bit easier to get around the map than the original Vico version.
Oh, definitely. They've added a few changes. Like there's this hole in the fence here, hole in the hedge in the center. That's a big change. That really opens it up.
Yeah.
And then there's some fences have been moved around and stuff like that. It's very different though on the winter one. The winter one has these huge swathes of heavy snow, which really, I don't know, make things very interesting, because then you've got these big areas which are sort of, if you go into them and you get surprised by an enemy, then you're stuck without cover, without being able to move very quickly. It can be really brutal.
Yeah, that is sort of, I mean, it's kind of annoying but kind of cool at the same time, because you can flame that area and, lower a lot of the snow
you
banks
can
in
melt it,
certain
can't
areas.
you? Yeah.
It's very cool. I like doing that, because all of a sudden you move quite a bit faster. So you can be Mr. Surprise.
And you can cloak in heavy snow as well, which is always fun.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
in a blizzard.
In a blizzard, yeah.
Yeah. Well, with the
Barton
first cutoff move of the game, it's Barton going down with that Pioneer squad trying to grab that cutoff.
Oh my god. And he's got a machine gun and 2 grenadiers on the field right now.
That's
But
going up
again,
against
he's not-
OMGPOP's 2 conscripts.
Yeah, and he's only going for the right fuel. I mean, Barton's going for the right fuel, but I don't know. He's never concerned about fuel.
Well, I can sort of understand why, because obviously in Code 2, even the strategic points give it a little bit of fuel. So if you hold enough strategic
Yep.
points, then you're still getting enough fuel to get most of what you want anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. If you play aggressive enough and cap enough, it sort of negates needing these fuel points to a certain degree.
Well, first M3 is on the field after a 2 conscript and 2 combat engineer opening. Let's see, I'm sure it's going to turn into a clown car. Yep, the flame was just waiting to hop in.
Oh yeah. And they're probably going to try and dislodge this MG over here on the right. Well, at least that's my guess.
Well, the problem is, for him, if he goes over to the right, then he's going to leave himself open to getting cut off on the left, because there's that pesky pioneer going around capping everything.
That's true. So yeah, it looks like the M3 is clearly having pathing trouble, but it's going over here on the left. And probably
Combat
going to kill.
engineer goes down in that building there. So, not totally impervious to small arms fire after all. The MG42 did finally manage to finish it off.
Just took about 5
Took
minutes.
a really, really long time, yeah.
Turn on the player names, Tommy.
Player names are on.
And it's sort of, I don't know. This game has clearly it's showing the difference between Barton's previous bracket play and playing in this bracket. I mean, the map is basically cut in half, but it looks like OMG has a slight advantage in territory and
It
control.
is looking like that right now, yeah. Although he has taken the first loss of the game, whereas Barton's really not lost anything.
Yeah, Barton's kept his stuff alive.
Yeah, he's really not been drained of any manpower at all. What's going to be quite decisive is what happens now to this this clown car.
Yeah. And if he does keep it alive, and it depends how long, he does have another one, and he's putting snipers in it. There we go. That's a good counter to quite a bit of the Auster.
Yep, Soviet sniper in his own little
why is he-
scout car.
Why is he going to the left? He must think there's something over there, so he's going to try and flank around.
I don't know. It seems like both players are sort of content to just stick to their sides, just stick to their
Yeah.
half of the hedge.
Okay, now we're probably going to see a pretty big engagement here. There's 3 grenadier squads, clown car.
They're all moving into the center. I don't know if OMGPOP, he doesn't seem to fancy this fight. He is backing out.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going. Yep, it looks like he's going to try and flank around, and then maybe push the second
Interesting.
M3 in the middle. Wow, that's gonna be pretty brutal. And then we did go tier 2, so we're getting a 221 scout car.
Oh wow, Pioneer goes down there, executed by a scout car.
Oh. And these scout cars are gonna be a problem until that or the M3s are going to be a problem until the 221 scout car comes on the field and actually starts killing things. But man, this sniper.
He's just picking them off at long range. And we have another scout car and a guard squad now. So we're going to have a guard in a half track, a sniper in a half track, and a flamer in a half track. That's like, it's like the trifecta. You have everything you could possibly want.
Yeah, basically. And I think those guards are in anticipation of this 221 up there that is being upgraded.
Oh boy, this could be brutal now. This is going to be a very, very crucial engagement now. Who comes out on top here may well win the game.
Yeah, that's very true. And why did Barton stop here?
Oh, he's waiting for the upgrade.
Stop?
He was waiting for the upgrade.
Gotta be
But
careful.
do we have 18
careful.
aids?
18 aids.
Yeah.
He did choose. I can't even remember the doctrine. He's got the Siegfried, or the Siegfried, the Regal mine, and the very end of the tier, the Elephant. Might see if we can get one of those on the field.
Oh wow! Look at those PTRS rifles.
Oh my God! That was
Makes that
unexpected.
armored car look like it's made out of paper.
I know, it forced it off the field completely.
Yeah, it's going to be stuck in the
now,
back lines repairing now for ages. That gives the
Yeah,
other scout cars free reign now. We got a nice flank
Oh,
coming in. We got the flamers coming in. They're going to flank this MV-42. Lovely stuff here by OMGPOP.
Oh my god, he completely forced Barton back to his base.
And he's cut off everything, almost everything, except for one sector. He holds that cutoff. There's some brilliant moves here pulled off by OMGPOP. He's really,
Yeah, that was
he's reading Barton like a book.
That was really well done. Holy shit. Barton's got to move quickly now. He has to. He has to move quickly, and he's got to get, I don't know, maybe another scout car. Okay, he is building another scout car. God damn, those guards in the damn M3. Holy Jesus.
Here comes
He's
the
gonna
rod
get run
conscripts.
18.
Oh no, he's going to get the 18-8 off as well, I think. Nope, he jumped in the building.
Oh, he didn't. Oh.
This is really, really not looking good now for Barton. He's lost his cutoff. He's lost virtually all his territory, and his counter to what he expected to be fighting has already been countered. There are guards on the field already, so I don't know what he plans to do now. Look at that, one long-range hit is enough to just send it down to almost half health.
Yeah, that was, and it's just going after it. Oh no! Yes, you use the 251 as a meat shield. Get that 222 up there. Come on, Barton. Move it. Mouse shit. Oh, he doesn't have anywhere near enough munitions.
Oh, he's got two of those upgunned armored cars now.
Yeah, and he's got to coordinate those pretty well. But I think he should really focus on this guard.
Yeah, if he can focus on that guard and force it to retreat, then he'll have a field day. The rest of them should go down easily.
Yeah.
Especially if he can kill a lot of the guards when the vehicle explodes. But it's a very delicate operation.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
Oh,
Gets a couple of
shit.
nice hits. They trade some blows there, but the armored cars come off a little worse.
Yeah, and he's got I'm sorry, OMG has some infantry support. Oh my, that was one nice mortar that just took out the conscripts in the center, and whoa,
wow.
That is getting really close.
Well, there goes that conscript squad in its entirety. Whoa, and another big hit there.
What the hell? Why are they so accurate?
That German mortar is very, very accurate.
It's just going right where it needs to.
Wow, there's a fourth scout car out now. So many of these M3s.
That's a little spammy. I wonder what.
I don't know what
the
he
point
wants
of
to
that
do
is.
with all those scout cars. He doesn't even have enough units to put in them. Not enough useful units anyway. Although he did buy himself a second sniper now. Looks like he's going to try and sniper spam his way to victory in this game.
He might, and if he could get the sniper back over to where that mortar is, goodbye.
He's got to be careful. These mortar rounds. Whoa, that sniper! I thought he was about to. Jeez,
Oh, that was
playing
so
a dangerous
close.
game. Getting in that building is playing a pretty dangerous game too. That's about one more to hit away from death.
Yeah, that's not advised. I mean, unless he can get a couple of really good shots off, that is.
Oh wow! Three
Whoa.
cars go down to that one rifle nade. That was brutal.
That was one hell of a hit.
Now, what's
But yeah,
OMGPOP
these
doing?
M3s are just sort of chilling out there.
Yeah, he's just waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's waiting.
Interesting. Barton built a pack.
Not a bad idea actually, given he is
Not
facing
bad.
all of these M3s.
Yeah, and he did build 3 or 4 last game that or yesterday in the pre semifinals or whatever, and those were pretty damn effective. I wonder if he's going to try and set up something similar, or if he's just doing it sort of out of desperation to try and kill these M3s.
Oh, here comes Barton now moving in. Whoa, the wall.
Can he
Look at
kill
that
it?
damage.
Yeah,
And he killed the
God.
whole sniper squad. The whole sniper
Oh,
squad went down
shit.
in that vehicle. That was a hell of an attack there. He was just in quickly. Boom, boom, boom. Down goes the car, taking the sniper with it. Nice little win
Very
there.
well done. Very well done. And he's got to use this 251 to reinforce these engineers or these pioneers and these grenadiers. He's got to keep doing that. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's really disconcerting, I guess, a little disheartening maybe as a Soviet player when you see a 251, you can't get it, and you see the Grenadier squad with one guy left that you just like you spent 2 conscripts trying to take down, and there's a couple guys just pop out. Like, hey, whoa, I'm here.
Yeah,
it's fucking annoying.
It's very frustrating.
Pardon me. It gets kind of annoying, especially wow, that was really close. As you try and push in, as you try and maybe be a little bit more aggressive. Oh God.
You see the health on that M3. It's
Yeah,
got a pixel of health.
Yeah, there's just nothing left, and those snipers, the sniper has to be really careful.
When they go to change the oil on that thing, it's going to explode.
Those scout cars are just destroying. Oh
Jesus, when those two things open up, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're infantry or vehicle, you're taking damage. Barton is clawing his way back into this. I mean, he's got a real look at all this force here in the middle. Look at all this force.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Katusha.
He did build another pack.
Another
Sort of wondering what his plan is here. Wow.
Now all these grants
That's
opening up.
cool flank. Trying to push over here on the right with an M3 and guards.
Look at that conscript squad in the building. They're just taking no damage.
Yeah. They did URA specifically to get in there, it looked like. And that's going to be annoying. Okay. That was a nice rifle name, but here comes some mortars. Nice exit.
Well, OMGPOP, he has decided to take to tier 4, so he's going to be able to get himself some SU-85s.
Does he have enough resources for that right now? He must.
Yo, yes. Oh, yes. God, yes. He's sitting on almost 200 fuel, and that's after building the building.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
And 400 munitions.
Well, that's significantly more than what we got over here. And OMG also has 2 M3s with guards in them, like just ready to destroy any light vehicles. Wow, both scout cars on Barton's in Barton's austere army here have veterancy. One with Vet 1, one with Vet 2. They've been doing a lot of damage.
They have, and that one that killed the vehicle that contained the sniper as well. That was a big win. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
One of them goes down, but
Nice
then out of control.
nice
The other one goes down. Both sets
Oh.
of guards are absolutely just obliterated almost to their entirety.
Oh,
That pack
That
got
was-
a hell of a hit off.
yeah. That was really nicely done. That was nicely done. It's gonna be pretty hard to recover from, because here's Barton. I mean, like, okay, I won that, so it's time to just move everything. As opposed to being really timid after a battle, he's really aggressive.
Yeah, well, he knows now. He knows he's got the initiative, so he's moving in. And this is when OMGPOP's got to be kind of careful, because he's got his tier 4 up. He's getting his SU-85, but Barton's already got packs just ready and waiting for him.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have anything to kill with the SU-85 except for the light vehicles. And without a turret, it's sort of annoying to position that. But I don't know, he might get a couple of surprise shots off. I guess it is heading over to the right.
Well, here
I
come
don't
the
get that
guards.
sound bite. The Grenadier just said, there's a sniper, he shoots as bad as he smells, but he just killed somebody. Oh my!
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, actually. Wow, that SU-85, it's going to 2-hit one of those ACs.
Yeah, it's... they're getting out of there. That double vet. I tell you, that double vet. That damage reduction must be pretty significant.
Yeah, saved him from a crit, most likely.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see any, engine damage or anything, or just full all-out destruction. But now there's a line of packs. Barton, once again, builds 3 packs in a game.
Jesus.
And this mortar just killed 3 guards over on the right.
he has such a huge army. It's really intimidating.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really big. Okay.
OMGPOP's just sort of getting ground down. I mean, he had all the initiative. Where did all that go?
He completely did. Oh my goodness. I've never seen somebody be that aggressive with packs and actually be successful in this game.
It's an old-fashioned pack creep. Reminds me of sort of anti-Brit play.
A little bit, except Barton's using them like as like their individual squads in terms of their mobility. He's just like, all right, we're gonna move up here. I think they do actually they seem to set up faster than VCOH armored AT guns. But I could be wrong with that.
Well, they sort of they're a lot less cumbersome to set up. They don't do all these kind of little micro movements if you just miss it by a sort of a little misclick. They tend to be a lot more intuitive when it comes to setting them up. But they do have less range than they did in Vico, so
that's true. I just think that's pretty interesting change from the original game. I don't really know. I don't know what I would do at this point as OMG. I'd really want tier 3. Actually.
I think some indirect fire would go a long way, given he's facing so many support weapons. Or in fact, he's tier 4, so he can get himself a Katusha. I think a Katusha would do great work for him. I mean, look at all this bundle of infantry all around this little blob here. A couple of good Katusha rockets could really mess things up for Button.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to be sort of cheesy and build 3
Oh wow! That
76s.
sniper, the Soviet sniper, walked into a negative cover road. Half a second later, it's dead.
Wow. And the other one almost died too over on the right. Jeez.
Whoa! And the Su-85 goes down. I don't know what to. I think it was to the pack, in fact. It was to the pack.
What the hell? Okay. Oh, and now we have scout cars just coming in saying, how does Barton know if there's not another Su-85 back there?
Well, there very soon will be.
Well, I guess so, yeah. Oh, OMG's going up in the north here to do the cutoff again, and he succeeded.
Oh, he does get an 18-8 off, but it doesn't get a crit. No, sorry, it does get a crit. I didn't see the crit. It does get a damage engine on the bet too, but nothing that's really going to concern him too much.
No, not really, and I don't really know how these conscripts got knocked down. Was that the mortar? Is that what's... Yeah, okay, that's what's doing it. Alright. I was like, why didn't they just pursue it and try and destroy it? Because they're on the ground. Because there's a mortar shooting at them.
And it's... game over. I guess OMGPOP throws in the towel.
What? But he had half the map. What the hell?
Okay, I'm just being told that OMGPOP had to leave. So whether he threw in the towel because he thought he couldn't win, or whether he had to go, he conceded this game, which means that it goes technically to 1-1. But I believe he conceded the whole series. So actually, he gave this series to Barton here at this point. It's a little disappointing that we don't get to see a full series, but it does mean that Barton goes through to be a finalist. He's going to take on Siberian in the finals now for a chance to win the biggest haul of games in that first prize position.
Well, good for him. I mean, I'd love to see Barton play. That was sort of sad that this didn't. I mean, this could have easily been an hour-long game, but I guess unfortunate. So we will be back in just a minute. We'll take a quick break and then we'll be back with the finals, guys. It's going to be between Siberian and Barton, the grand finals of WiFi's Tournament of Gamekeys. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.